Well, we had our first incident, of course, leaving Cars and Coffee, or not Cars and Coffee, did the head, and it was still leaking. So we got these bad boys machined, cleaned up. He only did 0.005, did a vacuum test, they were all good. And now we have the cherry picker here with the engine up. A guy who makes AMC to LS motor mounts, where you use both of the motor mount holes. I won a kit, or I won a set on his Facebook page, so he's shipping those to me, and that'll actually move the motor forward some, which will allow for front-running turbo exhaust, and all in all, be easier to take the transmission out and such. But we got everything, but we're gonna go ahead and stud the motor too, which once I can get those bought, I'll buy those and then put new gaskets on. But today we're gonna clean the heads off. Mel should be here in a minute for a 3M roll lock wheel. We're gonna use that to get any of this excess gasket material, which it's not really on my nail. Like I don't feel a bump, but I want it clean as possible. Actually right here is a little rough, but we're just gonna clean it up. Oh, I hear the Mel right now, so. It doesn't exactly hurt. It doesn't. I'm sure it does if you keep it in one spot. But this is what everyone's running: is a white 3M roll block wheel, bristle wheel, 120 grit, and they just go to town on it. I'm sure it'll hurt the aluminum. But this is an iron block, so we're literally just gonna skim over it, clean it up, put some brake cleaner on it, and go from there. So let me go grab this thing out of the mail real quick, and I'll show you what we're talking about. Because I don't know if you can see in that window, but he's pulling in, guys. Or not in, but yeah, he's gonna make me walk, so. And get in, I got the adapter roll lock piece made in China. And then we got the 3M, which I'll put the link in the description, but just this little soft 3M bristle thing. And it'll go right on here, and we'll just start wham it, clean the bolt holes out one more time. And I rigged up a thing. The last time I did it, where's it at? Here it is. The last time I did the cleaning of the holes, I didn't have this piece of tube on. It was just that short piece, and I was just kind of putting it in the hole and blowing it. I think I didn't even blow anything out. I think it just blew air in there, and of course the water couldn't escape because the air is blowing it back in. So I put that tube on there, and with that tube, went all the way to the bottom, sprayed, and it slowly went up with it, and so much more came out. So I'm gonna do that again, chase the bolts out one more time, brake clean the holes, and shoot the air through it after I clean it up with this thing. So I'm gonna put y'all on the time lapse and get to work. Alrighty, so we got it all pretty good. You can still see lines, but to the nail, they're not bumping anything up, so that's all that matters. So I'm gonna spray this off real quick with some brake cleaner, clean out the holes one more time, and then we will install the gaskets and the studs. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, but I'll make sure to do it right this time. I'll make sure all the holes are dry. Even though you don't torque the studs down in the block, it doesn't matter. Just in case, we'll make sure it's all good. My mind will be happy. And as long as you go 1 pound of boost and I don't see combustion gas coming out of the radiator funnel, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. So I'm gonna get that real quick done. I need to go get some rags out of the house. I don't know where I put them, and then we'll get to work. Okay, I'm gonna get y'all on the little tripod real quick. Yeah. So we are doing the head gaskets now with the ARP studs. Shout out to the help on those. But as you can see, you're way up in the air. Let me just sucker y'all down real quick. Yay! So on their thing that shows, their instructions or whatever, I've seen people put the studs in first. So we're gonna go ahead and do it by the book. Clean the faces, done. Install head gasket and cylinder head. So we do that first, and then we'll put the studs on. Did not know that. So I was like, I don't want to stud it because I'm never going to be able to get it off. Well, turns out I can. So it's just an extra step. So what I'm going to do real quick is go through all the bolts. We'll put this gasket on. I'm going to wipe it down one more time. I have over there the heads. I put the power steering adapter on, which goes right here. This gives me something to handle on. And then I'll probably just put my finger on the back of it or something. I'll figure something out. But I'm going to get it on there, wipe it down, and get ready to install them. And it should be pretty simple. Shouldn't be too difficult. It is like there is still a little pitting on this block, but it should survive boost. That's my goal. So if it holds 5 pounds of boost long enough for me to get the S10 ready, this motor is going in the S10, cammed in a AC, the Beathers Cruiser, and I'll build the Gen 4 for boost and, you know, all the power. But I just want this head on. I'm gonna do it right. I'm pretty sure it was my fault. I don't think I had the bolt holes cleaned out good enough. And with that little hose sticking all the way to the bottom and like shoot air and come up with it, cleaned them out really well. So I'm very happy about that. So let me get the head on real quick, do that, and then check all the studs. And I'll probably just put it on a time lapse. We'll just make it easier on everybody. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get her done. Okay, so I got them all on there, and it says hand tight, so I'm just gonna put the ratchet in and just kind of bump them a little, just to make sure. Like, I'm not giving it any kind of twerk. I'm just literally like hand. That's why I'm grabbing it from the top, just to make sure that they're hand tight. See that? I mean, look at that one right there. That one was completely loose. Bam, hand tight. Bam, hand tight. Bam, bam, bam. And I know that back one's probably loose. Only reason I'm doing this is because I'm sweating like a mofo, and I guarantee my finger was slipping on all that. So let me get it back on there real quick. Like so, grab it. See, yeah, that one's loose. So let's just slowly click it in real quick. That back hole is always tricky, but now that the motor's forward, all right, and then bam. Oh, well, let me make sure. Okay. That one is bammo. So bammo, whammo, whammo. They're all on. Make sure when you're doing this, go ahead and brake clean the bolts, because they come with this. That right there is like a I don't know, it's a shipping lube basically. You want to make sure you get it all nice and dry, and it comes off really easy. I just probably should take my ring off when I did it, but I just took some brake cleaner to it. Actually, I need a new ring now. This sucker's old. But just put it in your hand, spray it some cleaner, kind of move your hands back and forth. And then I put them on that, kind of rolled them, dried them off real quick. So all the studs are on, but the top ones, which I need to get as well. And I don't have an actual socket for it. It's a 1/8 Allen. So we're going to use that for the top 5. So let me count 5 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, I got 5 right here. And I'm just going to do it over the block. Kind of let them drip. I'm going to let them drip on the ground, but get that out of there. And then I'll put them on here, just kind of roll them, let them dry up real quick. Brake cleaner, it's not going to take them forever. But you can see like the oils. And then bammo, got a nice clean non-slippery socket, or whatever you call this. And then we'll take our little baby Allen wrench, stick it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stick this one in. Stick this one in. Stick this one in. Tip to. Stick this one in. Alrighty, and then we'll just, might be able to hand it, maybe not. These are going to be a little trickier, so. Yeah, it's going to be a lot trickier. I'm going to have to hand them and then like barely crank them. So this is going to take a bit, so I'm going to cut it here. And then we'll get to the installing of the washers and stuff, and yeah. Okay, so the GoPro overheated out here, so I put it inside real quick. Went ahead and did everything. So we got the heads back on, and they're all torqued down and all good. They all seem to be the same height. This one's a little higher than the other ones, but everything was tight, so I don't know what exactly that's about, but if I have any issues, that's probably what it is, but I don't think there's going to be issues. Everything's back to 90 foot-pounds. I just put the push rods back in, or the push rods back in. Put the back coolant jacket block offs, the new gaskets and new block off, or return steam vent. Got everything on there. I'm done for today. We'll continue maybe next week when it's like 80, 90s, not 105. I don't know why this GoPro 8 gets hot fast, so yeah. But I mean, everything went on smooth, actually. And with those new motor mounts that are coming in, I'll be able to, look at this gap I have now. I'll be able to run the exhaust forward. I don't know if I don't know if I've mentioned it. These are the old mounts right now. I put them backwards. I don't know if I mentioned it yet or not. We were waiting on new mounts to come in. Well, they came in, but those mounts were meant for a full body V8 AMC. Apparently the cross members are different. So he made me some for a small body V8, which is what I have. If I had the V6 version, he would have been able to do something. He would have been able to figure something out, but I do not have that version. So he fixed that for me, or he's getting it fixed for me, and we'll go from there. But until then, we're pretty much just waiting for parts now, so we will wait for that to show up and go from there. But I mean, that's about it, really. And he said he's shipping those out early this week, so I'll probably get them in Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm going to Arkansas next Friday, so for my cousin's wedding, so I won't work on it this weekend. But if any of it comes in throughout the work week, I'll do like a 30-minute, 40-minute video out here, get her done. As of right now, I can put the rockers on and the valve covers on. Honestly, I could put everything on the car, but exhaust, get everything on. I probably will end up flipping the exhaust upside down or in the air and just let it run open-headered for a bit. Put a couple heat cycles in the car, take the headers back off, and re-torque them all back down. Or I'll drive it for like a week or two and then do that. I haven't really decided yet. They don't say you're not supposed to. Shouldn't have to, but I'm paranoid now. But I didn't put any of the copper spray on it. Both surfaces were clean. Torqued it down to 90 foot-pounds, so hopefully that fixed our issue. If not, the block may need to be machined probably, and I'm not doing that. So we'll just build a new block, and when I pull this one out, we'll get it cleaned up with Justin, have him hone it and everything before we put it in the S10. So we're gonna cut it here. Probably just cut this video now, and I'll post another one coming up. But so far, I mean, we got our heads back on, so that's a plus. It's a part one knockout for me. You guys have fun. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I mean, I haven't been on much, but I've been growing, so I appreciate it. While it overheated, I was on TikTok, which is Built by Belt, is my TikTok name as well, if you guys want to follow me there. I post a lot of like 2-minute videos of this car. Well, since the GoPro overheated, I went live on my phone to do the heads and stuff. So go ahead and follow me on there. You guys might see, y'all might see me on there. Yeah. So my goal now for end this video is we need to get, now that the motor's forward, I'm not putting the ground on the bolt anymore. It'll be going right here in the back like it's supposed to. I need 2 bolts that fit that, which I happen to have the ICT flat thing on here. So I have a reference metric to take to the bolt store. So there's that. And then I need to find, I don't know where I put it. Oh, right here. So I have my regular thermostat sensor. Well, back in the day I had it on a mechanical gauge, and this was in the back head. Well, I need to get this bolt size to cap off that jacket area on that head, so I can get rid of this 2-inch long thing that pokes me every time I try to put the spark plugs in. So, and that'll be it. And then put everything else back on. So bolt store's closed right now, and I'm hot. So I'll catch you on the next one. I appreciate the following, the love on this. Let's get this thing on the ground. I'm not going to get new tires. I'm going to take the tire with the bolt hole in it to my buddy Brandon, have him plug it for now, just so I can push the car and move it. I'm not driving it because there's no exhaust or anything. I'm going to push it and move it because we're going to start on this bad boy. We're going to get this thing going, ripped apart, cleaned up, because I want to hit that hard this summertime. So I'm not really trying to do anything crazy in the grain car right now. Just put everything back together little by little. We'll get that motor mount in, mount the mounts back in, and start rolling her around. So appreciate the love. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all drink a lot of water. It's summertime and it's hot. I'm out. Have a good one.